We've got a fire in the attic.
Oh, what's that?
Carl, no!
No way!
Ah! I'm Yvette Fielding, and this week I brought my team to Derby. We are going to undertake a Most Haunted as live special. We are going to keep the cameras rolling no matter what as we investigate Codnor Castle Cottage, where some of the locals affectionately refer to it as Hell House, and here's why.
Overlooking the beautiful Derbyshire countryside is the isolated Codnor Castle Cottage. Built on the grounds of the medieval Codnor Castle, the now all but derelict building occupies an area that has a very rich history dating back almost 1,000 years. The castle remained a residence until 1643, after which the stone was partly sold off and partly used to build tenanted farmhouses. With the land divided and the castle dismantled, this was truly the end of this magnificent structure. One of those farmhouses was the cottage, which has its own history of sadness. Death, murder and suicide have plagued this one-time family home, and it seems the lost souls of its past deeds have not all left. Many have witnessed dark shadows, poltergeist activity and disembodied voices, from cries and laughter to blood-curdling screams. A negative energy is said to lurk in the attic rooms, waiting to strike fear into the unsuspecting. Some have fled in abject terror, while others have even refused to enter this eerie, foreboding place.
So why does this old farmhouse have such a frightening name? Well, historically, this place has been the scene of murders and suicides. And for years, nobody has been able to live inside this building. Witnesses say that too much negativity is here and no living soul could possibly endure it. During the 1950s, allegedly one of the owners came up here to the attic area. He walked straight up to this window, pushed out the metal grid, took a long piece of rope, put one end around his neck and the other end attached to the sill, and then he jumped. Allegedly, his ghost is one that resides in this particular area. A little bit jumpy, as you can tell. Over the years, there have been several murders and suicides, but why have all these tragedies occurred here? From the cries of children to dark shadows, a poltergeist that likes to throw objects and lock people in the room. There is a long list of paranormal phenomena, and hopefully we shall have something happen to us this evening. For one of our locked off cameras, I thought we could use a haunted object. Now, a while back, we asked lots of people to send us their haunted objects or dolls, and this has been sent to us. Now, allegedly, it's cursed. It has a haunted history. So we thought we'd use this as a trigger object. Now, we had to have it at our house last night, and we introduced it to Watson for the first time. And this is what happened.
No, I'll put that away. He's actually in the room. We won't move.
All right. Put it away.
Okay.
Tuck it.
Okay.
Oh God, his little hackles have gone up. Well, clearly he wasn't happy. That's not how Watson normally behaves. So is there something possessing this doll? Well, the jury's still out for me. Who knows, something could happen tonight because we're going to use her as a trigger object and we're going to place her right here. We've got our locked off camera. I'm going to take the box away and let's see.
This wasn't the only item we were using for a lock-off. Fred had bought a mysterious object of his own.
When I was 14, I ran away with a fairground. I was very friendly with the guy that owned the freak show, and he was closing it down. He was selling everything else or giving it away. And this doll, he was very superstitious about. He said, it's very unlucky. Now, he said, you can have this doll, but you've got to pay me something for it, because otherwise the bad luck stays with him. So I gave him a penny for it. And it's brought everybody that's owned it bad luck.
While we were filming those sections, something seemed to want to grab our attention. Here is what happened.
During the 1950s, allegedly, one of the owners walked up to the attic area, came straight towards this window.
What was that on the floor? Metal thing.
This, I saw it fall. Oh no, what? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
What is it?
Carl, no!
What is it? Well, you get out of the way, I can see. What the hell? Okay. That's Brockett.
What is that?
I saw that bit fall, I saw that bit fall. I just thought it was a piece of wood. I'm not being funny.
There was no one up there at all. I just went down.
Is this one of Fred's?
No.
I don't think there was anything up here, was there?
I didn't see anything.
Wow. What was that? That's broken, isn't it? That's proper broken.
That's probably been thrown.
I haven't even seen that.
I just saw something drop here, that's all. I heard it and then it dropped.
Yeah. It made me.
Again, with
proper
force,
jump.
with
Just like that.
That is a bad sign. That's a really bad sign.
But where's it come from? This hasn't been. We've done GVs. We walked around this house. This hasn't been up here.
Does Fred have one of those missing?
I don't think Fred has anything like that.
He's not got anything like this with him today.
No, he doesn't. Does he have anything like this?
He used to have a big crucifix, but he stopped.
No, he doesn't have one like that, does he? No, he doesn't.
That's something from an altar or from a windowsill or something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a. But that's been smashed. What gets me about it? It's not just been thrown. Is that a statement where it's been smashed for a reason? You were just talking about a guy hanging himself, and then this has appeared out of seemingly no. I mean, literally, it can only come from this door here through this gap, and there's no one there.
I feel sick.
Oh.
We are all here.
Oh, I feel
All
sick.
here.
I feel sick. Can I just say? I'm gonna just say this. I'm really, really, really worried. I'm really worried. We've got the freaking lights on.
Yeah.
We've not turned all the lights. No.
We're cold out,
So-
haven't we?
What's that? What's that? Is that the? Ah, it's okay. It's the wind from the window blowing that
Is it?
plastic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounded like it was coming from there. Okay.
Can I just see if we get any knocking?
Yeah, you're right.
Is there somebody here?
That just bothers the
Me
crap out of
too.
me, it really does.
Oh
What
God.
the hell was that?
That's just a bit of plastic coming off. It's alright.
God.
Just stand back a minute.
Are you here? Can you hear us? Knock if you can hear us. It's a window.
Yeah.
If you can hear us, can you knock? It's... Oh, hello there. Did you throw this crucifix? Did you mean it to harm us?
I just heard one.
One.
It's barely smiling.
It's back over there. And these floors are concrete.
Yeah.
They're screeded over, aren't they?
It didn't mean to harm us. Well, it came with force. Should we try and do the piece of camera again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is everybody feeling at this stage?
I don't like anything like that. We've had it before where these objects and religious artefacts have been thrown, but that was smashed, and that I don't like that.
Oh.
Not even for the religious point, but it's supposed to be, every religion is supposed to be freedom and love and all this. And if you smash any religious icon,
What was that?
Well, that wasn't the.
That was a
plastic sheet.
Yeah, that wasn't a plastic sheet at all.
That was a brick
We've had noises.
I heard that there.
We've had it all the time.
We've had
Did you
noises
hear
all the way
from
down here.
behind Greg.
I got it
I
behind
heard
Greg.
it like a door shutting.
It sounded like something being thrown to me.
Are we safe? 2 for yes, 1 for no. No.
Definitive no.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, do your worst, you piece of...
It might not be. They might be warning us.
Well, still do your worst. That's not a warning. That's aggressive, I think.
Darren, how are you feeling?
Apprehensive. I think it's the best word I can use.
Stuart?
Worried.
Greg?
Excited to see what happens next. I think there's going to be loads of activity here tonight.
The weird thing is as well, you've got to think to yourself, we haven't even started the live piece. These are the pre-recorded bits. We're going live in an hour and a half. What the hell? See,
No, that was...
I'm sorry, that was down. For me, that was down there.
Right, I'm frightened about doing this piece to camera because I've got to have my back to where that thing came
Do
through.
you want me to stand
Yes.
over here? Okay.
If you could just catch it as it comes through. You ready then?
I'll stay here.
And here they are, the Motley crew. Hello everybody. How are we all feeling? Feeling all right? Ready to go?
Nervous, actually, to be honest. So what's gone on today? What everyone's just seen, that's happened almost as soon as we've walked into this building. So.
No, reminds me of somewhere else.
We've had a few places like this, but this, as a few of us have had headaches, we felt quite ill from here, and it's not the fact we're being ill, it's just this place, it's horrible.
It's not nice, is it? How are you feeling, Darren?
I'm kind of I feel really odd in this place. I feel kind of nervous as if something horrible's going to happen.
Well,
Can I just say there's a little point earlier where you went upstairs to look at the locked off
Oh yeah,
doll.
yeah. I was going to check it, and I got to, I got to the door to open the attic, and I looked up there and I went no.
I'm not going to
Absolutely.
look on my
Well, it
Lou,
shows how scared everyone is. Sorry.
this is Lou, how are you feeling?
It's
then?
delivered so far, so I feel pretty anxious. It's been pretty blinking creepy and, yeah, dizzy as well, so I felt unwell as well.
You see, I feel quite sorry for you because while the rest of us are off investigating, you are really left completely on your own in the base room.
Yes, yeah.
Good luck with that
Thank
then.
you.
Greg, how are you feeling?
I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We've had loads of things already. Banging noises and unexplained things sort of going off, things being thrown about. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen tonight. I've got high hopes.
Stuart?
I'm feeling very anxious about tonight because of like what Greg said, things are happening already and we've not really asked for anything to happen, so I think we're going to be in for a very exciting and scary night at the same time.
I agree. Now, Glenn, always the sceptic, that's why you're here.
That's a sceptical face.
Is it really? Okay.
It certainly is. So we've been here all day, stuff has been happening, we've got trigger objects, they're a little bit unusual. What do you think is going to happen tonight and how are you feeling?
I want everything to happen tonight in front of my own eyes. I want to witness these things firsthand. I've had stuff thrown at me before. I've never seen where it's come from. I want to get to the bottom of that and know that if you want to look at it scientifically and try and apply that kind of logic to strange phenomena that takes place in places like this. I know there's been massive solar flares in the last couple of days. Now, the whole atmosphere of the planet right now is charged with electromagnetic energy. Is that going to have a direct effect on this house tonight? Maybe, if you buy into the fact that ghosts or spirits use electromagnetic energy as a way of communicating, then tonight should be a very good night. I've also bought the computer for recording some EVPs as well, so we'll see.
Well, that's really exciting because, of course, there's a lot of EVP here in this building and, of course, there is a next door's cottage. Now, Fred, what have you got in your box?
I've had to force it open because the key was
That's the attached there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ah, okay, so it's another doll, and Glenn is smiling.
Well, it's a doll, isn't it? I just don't buy into the idea of moving dolls. I think people get a little bit apprehensive of them because the faces don't move overall. It's that feeling of dealing with someone with a mask, or people who don't like clowns. It's the featureless face, and if it's something you prop up, its head is usually heavier than the rest of the body in a doll. If it falls over under its own weight of gravity, is it a spooky doll suddenly? Then they become expensive. People start selling them on eBay, things like that, don't they? And it's
Well, this is my point, is that, it's an object at the end of the day. Can objects be haunted? Is it residual energy? Is it memories? Is this object picking up on something? Is it able to move on its own? Is it able to affect other people, haunt buildings, and so on? I'm quite, like you, a little bit cynical about it, but then, anything is possible. So let's test them tonight.
I have to say, I cannot, it's something... With all the stuff that's happened to us in the past, I'm obviously very open-minded. You have to be with everything, but I still, it's a step too far for me to believe that an object like a doll, which when it was made, and even the one we got upstairs on the lock-off, that they were for love. People, kids grabbed them, they cuddled them. It was a good thing. So I find it very strange that they can be haunted or cursed. I think there's like a movie comes out and then suddenly everyone has one.
There was some love involved with this in the beginning, but then it ended up with a very bad history. That's why I've kept it locked up for 40 years. I wouldn't open it, very reluctant.
Okay, well, right, well, I don't know if I do want to know. Now, of course, we do know what Watson's reaction was to the doll that we had at our house last night, which is upstairs on a lock-off. And as you can see, if you can just see how Watson, he's just below you there, Stuart, how Watson's feeling right now.
He's asleep.
He's supposed to be a haunted dog. He's supposed to be a dog that is ready for action at all times.
Yes, but this is very interesting to me because the footage that everybody saw earlier, you see, this is Watson. He's so laid back. So when something does happen, he was barking at that doll earlier on today. That to me is quite interesting. Now, I think we're all ready now. Much as I don't really want to say these words, but I think we should turn all the lights out.
I've just heard something on the stairs.
Right, okay, fine.
I've heard banging. Since we've been doing this, I've been hearing banging noises upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, let's turn all the lights off. Let's go night vision. Good luck, everybody. Okay?
Let's go.
Let's go. We've got our walkie-talkies. Oh, Watson, are you coming? Okay, I've got my torch. Why do I have to go first? You go first, Greg.
I get to go first and backwards.
Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fred, could you please go to the cottage next door and set up the doll, please?
Yeah, okay.
Join us in 5 minutes.
Oh my God, he's going on his own.
He's doing it.
What's the matter?
It's a demonologist, isn't it?
It's a demonologist.
It's
George Bennett.
whose idea was this again? You all together?
How weird is it that this changes? When at night, we've been in the day quite a bit, but at night you get disorientated.
Right, can I just say, what a different feel this place has taken on, hasn't it?
It's eerie, isn't it? Very eerie.
I just can't catch my breath. It's that different. It feels just horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hello? Can you hear us?
Is anyone here?
The wall.
Yeah. Two. Oh. Keep still, everybody. Keep still. Can you copy me?
That was almost instantaneous.
Yeah.
I know some of the windows are pushed out, but I'm getting a really cold. It's not even a draft. I'm just getting cold on my right hand side.
I can feel it coming through
Yeah.
this way. Yeah.
Good on earth.
Can you move something, please? Can you make a noise with your voice? Can you move an object?
Right, I just heard.
Did it sound like this in the distance?
No, for me it sounded like, I've said this before, but it sounded like something laughing.
Oh, really?
But Kitty,
Oh, well, that's supposed to be up here.
that was in here. Is this
Just tiny, it's a dead end, that, yeah. It's quite a weird room.
God.
Yeah.
When I was in here earlier doing the GVs, it's kind of weird when you look at the geography of these rooms. It's almost as if you think there's an empty space beyond this wall.
Yeah.
'Cause this is a nothing, and you go out there, and there's that room over there. You go back outside and round into the room at the end of the corridor, and it's like there's a bit missing.
But why?
There's like a bit in the middle, somewhere in here that you can't get to from any of the rooms.
Listen,
It's
listen,
rocking
listen.
back. Do that
Listen,
again.
listen.
Greg, do it again.
Right,
Same as you.
I was just...
I'm sorry, but I just sniffed you then, right? And it wasn't me being weird. I've just got like a really strong smell of perfume, and I was just checking the pair of you to see if either of you were wearing strong perfume, and you're not.
No.
But
Why would I be
like
wearing perfume?
Well, it's not weekend, you're right.
Okay.
But it was like a floral kind of, like a really strong floral scent just coming from
I
there.
can smell a little bit of that now, but if we listen, we're getting tapping. Listen.
I can smell it.
Just... Can you make it louder, please? Can you make it louder? Stopped. Do you know what I found?
Come on.
With this place, let's do it again. When you talk about them and the things that they have supposedly done, that's when things happen here.
Right.
When you just trying to contact, perhaps, they're not as responsive. But when you're talking about the stories and the history of this place, the murders and the suicides, and woo, did you feel that?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a room this side,
There's
isn't
a
there?
bedroom that side, yeah. Yeah, that's just a partition wall.
Is that copying you?
No, when you were talking then, I'm sure I heard voices.
But yeah, tapping. It's like a heartbeat again.
I'm sure I heard voices in there.
What, like
I
a
did hear voices
what,
coming from
children's,
there.
girls' voices, boys' voices? What sort of...
Boys.
Which direction? Behind that wall.
Behind that wall. Let's go there.
Can you hear the wind?
That's what makes it all the more eerie, isn't it? It's totally atmospheric in that respect.
Hear that?
What did you hear?
I heard it.
I thought that was one of you guys.
No, you did hear it.
I did hear it, yes.
Oh, careful.
Check for the wicker chair on the floor.
And the chair here.
Be careful on these floors. There's a step.
And a step down, step down. There's a scooter on the floor, don't trip over that.
That's made there,
Okay. So the wall here
Oh, it's on the other side of
is
that.
kind of the other side of it, but it's almost like there's a void, like there's a bit that's not there.
Well, this is where I thought I heard the voices then. If this is the wall...
You heard the voices from in this room, so I'm wondering if this was a nursery.
No,
Are there any
that-
children?
This was like a low-level male voice.
Oh, was it? Sorry. Hello? Oh, it's Fred. Oh, I heard, sorry, his footsteps really loud coming up. Scared me to death. So let's recap. You heard a man's voice.
Like it's a low-level murmur, like a man.
So could this have been, a man's bedroom? Why is there a man haunting here? Is it stone tape theory? Are we just hearing a memory of somebody talking?
The wallpaper in here, I know, remember it from before, it's kind of a pinker sort of female sort of colour. So I don't know. I don't
Blue
know.
to me. Listen. Is there a man here with us now?
to make a tap in.
Almost footsteps.
Yeah.
Are you walking around us?
Yeah. Right over there. Careful these steps, guys.
Yeah.
I've tripped over it.
Go on.
Hello? Move that chair.
Step there.
Got it.
Hello? There's no one here. There's no one here. They were proper footsteps. It's
Yeah, they were.
Did you heard them?
Yeah, completely, yeah. Doof, 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 doof. Yeah. Proper. It was as if somebody was approaching us.
Listen.
What was that?
Sounded like a grumble.
That was it.
Like a whine or something. Yeah.
Is anyone here? Do your worst. I am starting to feel very, very uneasy.
Doesn't feel good.
Does it?
No, it really doesn't.
Can you use your voice?
Right, what was that?
What are you hearing?
Somebody just going no. No one else has spoken. Well, Stuart's the furthest over there and he's got a camera. It's the calm before the storm, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen to it. Listen to that wind outside as well. Can you move one of the objects? Can you move one of the dolls? Can you bring it to us here? What's the matter?
Hello? Stu, was that you down the corridor making the noise?
Stu's right behind me. Right behind.
Can you slam the door? I'm calling out to any spirits that may be in this house. I'm going to say things now about, see if it has a reaction. Is there anybody that was murdered here? Is there a person that murdered somebody here? Is there somebody here that took their own life? I'm calling out to any of these people. Please come forward, perhaps we can help you. Can you hear my voice? Can you see us? If you can, please give us a sign. Let us know that you're here. If you don't want us here, if you want to frighten us, then do something.
I'm definitely hearing, it's not footsteps, but I'm hearing like, the rustle of clothes.
I heard that when we were out there in the corridor.
Yeah, I'm hearing it out there.
Do you want to go back out there
Well,
then?
I
That's where
think-
you're hearing it.
I don't know, I think maybe... Right, now I'm smelling fire.
I can smell that. Yeah.
Hello?
It's fire mixed with perfume,
That's it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And that wasn't there earlier on today, that smell.
No, I've not smelt that in this house at all.
Yeah, I can smell it like a boss.
Listen, listen.
Where the hell is that coming from?
Round
There's
here.
nothing downstairs.
Right, something just that...
I heard that.
Watch the step, watch the step. Let's get in there, guys. We need to get in the front.
Should we all go up? Let's go up.
I need someone to stay down because this locks itself, this door.
Guys, let me get ahead of you upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think we should split up, actually, thinking about it. Now is a good time to split up, I think. I don't know why I'm even saying this. Me, Darren and Greg up into the attic, the rest of you
stay down here. Yeah. I heard that.
Sorry, I'm
That was a proper groan.
I've got the shot.
Right, I'm really sorry, I know you're talking, Del,
Where are you looking, buddy?
that was a proper groan and it was in there.
Right, as you can see, there's nothing in there, Carl.
Did you hear that, sweetheart?
Yes, I did. At first I thought, oh, it's whoa. It was a. Ooh. That's what I heard.
Nothing, it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, God, why am I feeling like this? What's wrong? I'm very apprehensive that. Do you know what? I think the best phrase for it is it feels like it's emotionally charged. You know, like as if I feel like I'm right on the edge of like emotionally reacting to something. You know, when you feel like you're going to cry or you're going to like, you know, something's going to affect you. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Turn your light off.
What is sorry?
It's like, to me, like the outline of somebody. Yes.
Yeah, I
Just
can see it.
there's a white wall.
Yeah.
And then the edge of that white
see
wall, over that, like the outline
It's
is
like a grey outline.
like a grey outline
Yeah.
of a person.
Yeah.
Straight ahead of a person just stood watching. Careful.
There's definitely no one there because the laser showed me one. Yeah, you're right
you're
on
right
it.
there.
Right, it's freezing.
I'm so pleased you could see.
Exactly, and that's what I can see. Carl is exactly on the spot.
It's freezing.
Really? Oh, listen to that.
That's just really good. That's just really good. Do you want
Is
to
that what the noise? No, that's not the noise I heard.
No, it was tapping and then that moved. So
Ah.
that did move.
Right, well, because we heard the.
Somebody wants you upstairs.
Do you want us to go upstairs? You know how I said split up? Should we all go together? I'm suddenly become quite scared about going up there. Oh, I've got all my buttons all over do. Do you want us, me, Darren and Greg to go? Yeah.
No, what do you want to do?
Well,
It's really freezing, yeah, isn't it?
I would like us all to go up there and
No,
then
let's all go
let's
up
the three of us, the original three that I mentioned, we'll stay up there depending on what's going to happen. I'm just so frightened after what happened earlier on today.
Right, go on then. Greg, do you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first, Greg.
Thanks.
In here.
Up here.
We are going up.
Yeah.
No, go on, you take it. Beyond
Now, tell me what you're smelling when you come up here. What do you smell when you come up here?
That's you?
Yep, fine.
That's foisty.
How would you smell when you come up
I get
here?
like chlorine smell.
Disinfectant.
Oh, yeah, there's a disinfectant smell.
Yeah.
Like a
TCP.
Yeah, it's that.
Isn't that weird how we all smell things differently? As soon as I came up there, all I could smell was like a strong BO.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
You've obviously been in different hospitals in my class.
Thank you.
Watch yourself on the step at the door. And watch
Come
yourself on
where
the
the
beam.
door is.
Okay. Well, should we see if the doll's there? And if it's moved?
Right, Stuart, get on there.
Yeah, the doll's there.
Doll's here, it doesn't seem to have moved.
Right. You don't?
No.
Why? Why don't you like it up here?
I'm freezing. I mean, really, my hair's standing on end, on my arms, my back. This is really a bad place.
What should I knock the door?
There we go.
Coins.
Go on, Greg, you go.
No.
Coins.
What the
What
hell?
the hell was that?
Coins.
Coins!
Greg, you stay on there, Greg.
Old pennies, look, old pennies. Old pennies, look.
There is no one in that room, there's no one on the stairs.
Oh, you alright, Fred?
Yes, all right, yeah.
Wow, let's have a look.
I don't like it up here.
So we've got 4 of them.
What date is it? Can we see?
There's another one
There's
on
another one over there.
does it say?
I'm trying to see the light. I can't get the light on there.
1908, it says on that one.
1908.
Look,
What's that?
there's loads over there. I've just picked up another feet. Look down the front floor over there.
Nice. Oh wow! Oh my god!
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, there's another one.
You see, they found coins in the moat. Watch your head. They found coins in the moat.
Did they?
Yeah, but they were like really, really old. Right. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh God, look at them all.
11, 12, 16. That's a significant number.
Is that relevant? I don't know.
That's amazing. I've only had one coin ever, sort of like a port, but never, but not all of those at the same time.
I was down there quicker than you can imagine.
Yes, but you were. I turned round. You were coming towards us,
Yeah.
and then you heard this.
Yeah.
You heard
They were
this,
scattered everywhere, weren't
and
they?
we were all at that end.
But there's no one in there. I mean, there's no one could have got down those stairs
no,
without here, and there's no
no.
one in that last room. So
I can't believe that. I'm so chuffed. That's fantastic. What do you think, from a sceptical point of view? You've just been showered with a load of pennies.
Yes.
1900, whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, pennies from heaven. Who knows? I think it's compelling. It's one thing having them dropped, and behind me, I want to see where they're coming from. That's
we all?
Yeah,
I know, and I know we can't predict where it's going to come from, but I would just love if something just was thrown out of the darkness to us, and we could just go straight.
But we did. That came from the darkness,
Yeah.
and we ran down there as quickly as we possibly could. I mean, everyone's accounted for. We went straight down there. Unless someone can levitate down those stairs,
Mhm.
I can't see how anyone could have got out.
It's weird.
Hello, can you hear me? Stand still, guys. Can you hear me? Is this the man? Are you responsible for throwing these things? The man that sadly you took your own life? Can you hear me? If you can you make a noise with your voice? Can you throw something else? I've just seen a white light going at the bottom there with my naked eye, coming through the door, but just to the bottom, from sort of the middle of the door down to the floor.
What, like a spirit light?
Well, it was just a white circular light. It just went down with the naked eye. Can you hear me? Right. Okay. Me, Darren, Greg, we're going to stay up here. I think you guys should go down to the next floor. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got walkie-talkie?
I
We've
have
got walkie-talkie.
I've got one on me, Carl.
Okay.
Do you want mine?
I've got one. So good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right then. See
Good
you
luck.
later.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg.
Yep.
Right. Right there.
We'll just give it a little bit. Carl, what's on his back?
What do you have something like that?
What's on his back? Is it just?
Oh, it's just muck off the
Oh,
wall.
all right.
I believe
Yeah.
on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Just muck off the walls, it's just white paint.
Yeah, that's how.
Okay. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, darling.
That's a good idea.
Okay, buddy?
Yeah, good, yeah.
This is where all the activity was happening earlier. We had loads of stuff.
Oh my God!
Holy!
Right, we are all on the stairs.
Yeah, I saw you all on the stairs. That's more.
What's in there?
There's a window just covered
Oh
up.
my God, this is amazing.
Right, can I just say, just here, I've still got an outline.
Right, okay.
I haven't, they're
Who
exactly
are the
where
others?
they
Who are the
Hey,
others?
look,
Yeah.
here we are, my back pocket.
Yeah,
That's
Well, there's
all
some
mine.
here as well.
So just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Two missing.
Two missing.
There's two here.
Hang on,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there's another 20 all over the floor.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Sorry,
16,
I can't count.
Yeah.
I've got 12 here that I've just picked up. off the
Well,
floor.
I saw you because I was saying, is this a good idea? I was looking down there, all on the stairs. I could see you all.
I've got
Oh, see there. Get us
Right. Can I just say, I was halfway down the stairs. I was looking this way, and they seemingly did appear out of nowhere. I heard the sound.
So, your wish was answered.
Yeah, I guess it was.
But you still need to see them materialise, don't you? And I get that.
Yeah. Because that would be amazing, wouldn't it? But straight out of nowhere, they came from nowhere. I can hand on my heart saying there was. I could see everyone. I knew this wasn't coming from anyone. For anyone watching at home.
I'm just listening to your voice because I know you quite well.
Yeah.
And I think you're a little bit.
No, I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. I'm excited.
I'm excited about it, yeah. And this is the thing, I will always acknowledge the activity that happens, but it doesn't give me the answers, only more questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just heard like a little laughter in there.
Okay, because that's where me and Greg are going in there.
Oh, hang on.
Greg, you go.
Okay, let me go after you, Glenn.
Yeah.
And you know this.
It hasn't moved. It's not moved.
I heard a laughter like a kid's little.
So, are we... Listen, stop.
That's just moved. Something
Did
just
you
made a
hear
noise.
that?
Yes, I did.
We'll have it on the camera.
Yeah.
I hope it's got right sort of hand with it.
Is this a child doing this? Thank you so much for the pennies. Thank you. Can we have more, please? More things?
Move. It's so freaky.
I'm going very, very cold on my legs now. Really cold.
So, do you guys want to stay up here then?
Yeah, great. Yeah, we'd love to.
Oh, that'd be fantastic with a creepy doll and a load of pennies.
Darren's excited.
Yeah.
That's where they're all happening, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing about Darren, he's from Rochdale, they still use those pennies.
Oh, sorry.
Right,
I don't mean that when you're in Rochdale, like one of our favourite places.
Favourite thing is Gracie Place.
Okay.
Right, good luck, guys. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Right, we.
Well, just be careful with the...
No.
It's okay.
I'm not going to sit.